Today on the channel, The Dream, it calls for blood with Major Bludd Super 7 Ultimate.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Super 7 Ultimate G.I. Joe unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got an all-timer. We got Major Bludd, but for all your Major Bludd needs, make sure you're hitting up Entertainment Earth. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10% on in-stock items. Anything over $100 does ship free, and of course, flat rate $7.95 shipping. Anything under $100, gotta get a deal out there. That's exactly what I did. Went to Entertainment Earth. Picked up my Major Bludd hot off the truck. Got to get a deal out there. We know how that goes by now. We also know how it goes in these reviews. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And Major Bludd, an all-timer in the Cobra ranks. In the Cobra hierarchy, he's not quite Serpentor, Cobra Commander, Globulus, if you want to count him. Even Destro and Baroness. I think he's kind of that next rung down, you know, with the Fireflies of the world. I'd say he's on the even level of the Dreadnoks as well. But definitely a mercenary, definitely a gun for hire, and definitely a very memorable character throughout the G.I. Joe cartoon back in the day. And especially in my playing days, absolutely loved Major Bludd. He'd always get his arm blown off and have that mechanical robot arm. That's what I'd always do that in my playing days as well. So Major Bludd, a fan favorite for many, myself included. And of course, an early one out of the old Cobra Island in the Hasbro G.I. Joe Classified line. A lot of people screaming for an updated Major Bludd. Have to imagine that's coming sooner rather than later. But let's dive into this Major Bludd from the Super 7 Ultimate line, of course, once again, based on the cartoons. Classic Joe logo right up there at top. That's my G.I. Joe logo. Big window box. If you go down to Australia and you find him, maybe he'll sign it for you. You never know. Major Bludd right there. Does it say anything else? Mercenary. So yeah, right on brand right there. He's a mercenary, of course. Blue packaging on this one, looking good. On the back, a little bit of a file card, readout, whatever you want to call it here. See what it says about one Major Bludd. File name, Sebastian Bludd, of course. Primary specialty, mercenary. Secondary, weapons and tactics. Birthplace, Sydney, Australia. Oh, shout out to everyone in Australia. Grade 04 Major. Bludd received additional military training in the Australian Special Air Service. Later joined the French Foreign Legion. Worked as a military advisor in a number of countries and is currently wanted for crimes in Rhodesia and Libya. Proficient with every form of infantry weapons in current use. Bludd has a tactical mind like a steel trap. Qualified expert, all current infantry weapons. So he's a little bit of an advisor, dare I say a consultant, like a young Kyle. Kyle recently consulting a paid consultant job for a toy company. Maybe more on that in the future. We'll see. Major Bludd writes poetry badly. When you see me, you better run, because chasing you down is half the fun. Oh my gosh, he's a poet, and he did know it. That is for sure. But Major Bludd, again, an all-timer, one of my all-time favorites from the old Cobra days, G.I. Joe days, childhood playing days, Starburst logo in the background. See you later, the shuffle off to the side. And we get the old Major locked up in the plastic prison. Look at that. Weapons, hands, heads, you name it. He's ready to go in the ultimate style. Gonna take this offline, get him out of the package. We'll be back talking all things Major Bludd. All right, we got Major Bludd out of the package. Let's dive in. Let's start off with the accessories per the norm here. He's got 2 fists of Major Bludd fury. He's ready to throw punches and bunches if need be. He's got 2 trigger hands. Makes a lot of sense right out of the package. And then we got 2 different, another trigger hand, so we must have different hinges side to side. No, are these the same hands? What are we doing here? No, I guess they are different. I don't know, very similar hands here. Got 2 basically the same hands. His right hand, got 2 of the same hands. I figured the hinges would at least be different. Not the case there, so feels a little bit of a stretch. And then you got the holding weapon at the end. He can hold the barrel in there if he needs to. So he can double fist it. I know I have to double fist it a time or two. So you got all the hands you could want with Major Bludd. But we do got weapons with him as well. Got the little laser blaster. This is what I think of with Major Bludd in the cartoons. Original action figure as well, all in black. And then a little bit bigger blaster gun right here. So choose your own blaster. You want the big one, the little one, choose your own adventure right there. Then we get a little walkie-talkie. Yep, a little walkie-talkie for Major Bludd. Phone at home, phoning back to Cobra Commander, telling him what's going out on the old mean streets. Got a little pair of binoculars here in black, little blue lenses. Spying on the Joe team is what he's doing. Seeing all the inept things Duke is doing over there. He's like, man, you won't believe this, Duke. He left the gate open again. Somebody's going to sneak in there. What else is Duke doing? Oh my gosh. Left the keys to the Havoc, the Vamp, the Awestriker. There's the keys right in there. Anybody could just run in. Duke doesn't care. He obviously doesn't care. And that's Duke, once again. We all know by now. Now, I'm not sure what this little A4 is here. This is a little... I have no idea. What is this? Somebody tell me what this A4 is right here. I don't know if it's like a little deck. I have no idea what that is. So we got that going on there. And this is very, very cool. This reminds me of Cobra Commander. Of course, in the G.I. Joe movie, the opening sequence, the amazing opening to the movie, the greatest opening of any movie of all time, of course. Very cool. It's like a big pack of dynamite here. You feel like he's going to have a jetpack on, fly in, put it on the Statue of Liberty, fly off, something like that. But very, very cool. You got 10 seconds left till this blows up. A great accessory you could use with other toy lines, including other G.I. Joe toy lines if you wanted to. So that's the accessories. Now we're going to dive into the head sculpts for Mr. Major Bludd. And right out of the package here, he's got that eye patch. Did they ever say how he got that eye patch? Man, you wear an eye patch, you're immediately a man of mystery, and people do take notice of you. You go around that grocery store with an eye patch on, they're like, whoa, that guy means business. He's been up to something. He's been fighting somebody, got stabbed in the eye like a young globulus. Who knows what happened to him? But Major Bludd rocking that eye patch here, looking good. Love that black mustache, and it curls on down there. Just power moves around the clock with the Major Bludd. Got the big old collar here in bluish purple color once again, playing those power moves. He does got that helmet. It's kind of like a Cobra officer helmet without the mask going on. I always kind of thought it was the same kind of thing there. So he does have that. Very, very pale skin tone for a guy that lives in Australia. He doesn't see a lot of sun, apparently. Very, very pale in the skin tone department. But a good head right out of the package. This head, this is him screaming and yelling, or I believe Todd McFarlane told me when he was looking at the package, so I'm going to go with it, Todd. I'm going to say it. This is him having a big yawn, getting ready to take a nap. Because you know what? If you're a mercenary for hire, you play hard, you sleep harder. That's what you do. So he's getting ready to take a little nap in that head there. And the third and final head, this is him very stunned. I think this almost looks like he just got shot, like somebody shot him right in the stomach. Like Flit walked up to him and said, that's it, Major Bludd. We're ending this game. And he put that gun right there and just blasted him right in the stomach. And he's just surprised that Flit would go to that extreme, but Duke wouldn't. Duke wouldn't. Major Bludd killing all these guys, and Flint said, that's it. I'm putting you out of your misery, Major Bludd. Or Duke said, no, we should just arrest him. We should arrest him. No, that's not what happened there. But three pretty good head sculpts for Major Bludd here. I think this is the one I'm going to use. Seems like 9 out of 10 times I always use the one right out of the package, and I don't know. That's an interesting one. Thing to make a little bar graph on or a chart or something. Say, okay, how do we do this? So be interesting. But now we're getting down to Major Bludd and his outfit. He's got his brown suit on. Almost looks like one of those big winter jacket, pants, everything you go if you're doing some Arctic snowblowing or something. It looks like he's just loaded for bear in that. But he got all brown all over the place. He did grab, and it's cool to see. Usually we talk shin guards, but we're talking chest protector. Terry Steinbach issued chest protector right there. Looking very, very nice in gray. I'm here for that. He does got that mechanical, like, robot arm. Always wondered what the heck happened there as well. It's a very interesting looking arm. There's no doubt about it, but very robotic-like here for him. Holster on the side of the thigh, of course, to store one of the weapons. Love to be able to store the weapons on here. Nice belt there for Major Bludd, and then, of course, down to the boots in gray. So very interesting color combination on Major Bludd. For some reason, when I think of him more in black than brown, and that's the difference between, I think, the toy and the cartoon, of course. Wouldn't be shocked to see a black repaint of this in one of these days here. It'd be an easy repaint to do. We know Super 7 does like a good repaint, of course. Articulation on him, arms all the way around. You do get a bicep cut. This elbow does have articulation side to side, single jointed, but it is very limited with this big box over here. So you get a little bit more range of motion on the regular arm, especially on the side to side as well. Hands removable, as we know. Hula hoop waist there, looking pretty good. Back forth, side to side. Big old Major Bludd splits. Oh, I learned that in France, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Leg does go up there. Single jointed knee, a little side to side. Nope, no side to side, but we do get the boot cut, and then we do get the ankles up, down, back and forth, side to side. So Major Bludd pretty much with that Super 7 articulation here. But definitely it looks like Major Bludd. I know who this is. Somebody hands me this. It's Major Bludd. So you got half the battle done right there. Not a bad loadout for accessories. extra heads are so, I would say. Like I said, I'm sticking with this head out of the package here. But it does look good for what it is, and this is a power player in the Cobra universe. Feel like you need him represented somewhere along the way, and here we are from Super 7 right now. He also fits on a Mattel ringside collectible stand. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. So Major Bludd, an all-timer of a character if there ever was one, in the Super 7 Ultimates wave here today. But what's your thoughts on Major Bludd? A favorite of yours? A pickup? Are you still looking for the Cobra Island? Are you hoping for more Major Bloods in the future? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bells. We got videos every single day and then some. We're going to even more content for you over on Patreon. Patreon, best way to support this YouTube channel and all the content it does bring. And you know there's a lot of content. Check that out. ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. My book, The Complete Guide to the Classic Superstar Series. Available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. And, of course, newly released on Kindle. You can also hit me up on social media. SirPaul64 on the X. _Kyle_Peterson on Threads. And on Instagram. So for Major Bludd, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.